Honestly, one of these days I'm gonna manage to film a video first time. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I actually want to talk about queer women in fashion specifically. I think growing up, obviously I was always a big fashion fan, but I never saw anyone queer. And if I wanted that, I had YouTube. There's people like Rose and Rosie, you've got Cami, you've got Stevie, you've got Jade Fox. Who else is there? There's Amy Oldman, Ali Hills. How come I don't remember all the YouTubers? Not the point. The point is, on YouTube, even though the algorithm can be a bit crap, those lesbian YouTubers exist and they're very open. It's also the same in music. Like, we've got people like Fletcher, there's Girl in Red, there's Princess Nokia, there's King Princess, there's, who else is there? There's Young M.A, Kehlani, Hayley Kiyoko. There's all these people who can now be open about it. But then I look at fashion and that's the place where I want more people in fashion who are queer to be represented. Queer women in fashion isn't exactly a brand new thing. If you go back to the 1920s when British Vogue was just coming around, you had Matt Garland and Dorothy Todd, who were the editor-in-chief and the fashion editor. Funny enough, these two were a couple. At the time, you could not be openly gay. That is just a fact, and it's something I understand why it wasn't spoken about back then. But it's only just been discussed now, and obviously it's February and it's Pride History Month, I think. Yeah, it's LGBT History Month now. So why aren't there more people talking about it? And then if you go even further back in history to the time of like Anne Lister, obviously she wasn't specifically a fashion icon, you know, she wrote in her diaries. But the thing that was picked up in Gentleman Jack when that was broadcasted and more recently on TikTok was her wearing the colour black a lot, which it wasn't common for women to do at the time. But since then, it's been suggested that lesbian women like Anne Lister would have worn black in mourning for the fact they couldn't behave, act, I don't know what the word is, but go about their lives like how other women could. And you know, it was kind of like a sense of mourning for that. Obviously the times have changed and now more people can be open about these things. Now we can be more open about these things, but an issue that was raised a few years ago when Freya Bear Henriksen, I don't know if I said her name right, I'm really sorry if I butchered it. She is a really famous Dutch supermodel and she was a muse for Chanel for years when Karl Lagerfeld was around. And she's worked for brands like Yves Saint Laurent, she's worked for Burberry, she has basically worked for every famous luxury fashion house that we all know. But how come when she does her British Vogue cover, they refuse to mention the word lesbian or anything about queer, even though it's a known fact? She is very open about it. On the flip side, there are supermodels like Ruth Bell and Cara Delevingne who are very open about sexuality and it's not hidden away. Take Ruth Bell, she has opened countless Dior shows and she's also been the face for Dior Beauty a number of times, and so has Cara Delevingne, and they are both openly queer in different ways and they celebrate it. Like, look at Cara Delevingne at the Met Gala when the theme was camp, how she was a literal walking pride rainbow, and then how Ruth Bell shaved her head and then appeared more of a butch masculine type queer woman. People do exist but we don't talk about it, and the same can be said for fashion designers. Take Carly of Next in Fashion for example. She did really well and she was very open about sexuality and she spoke about her girlfriend in her interviews. Yet on the outside, unless you're in that kind of circle, you wouldn't know about people like Carly changing. So who are your favourite queer fashion designers or photographers? Anyone in the fashion industry, who do you look up to? And let us know. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.